I actually thought it was a Toyota RAV4, literally. 2-liter hybrid petrol engine, guys.
This interior seems more organized. So it seems like practicality was Toyota's last of priorities.
Yes, it is right here, guys. The Toyota Corolla Cross. Is it just me, or is the crossover SUV segment in the EU market becoming rather saturated? In fact, I have a horrible confession to make to you all. When I first saw this Toyota Corolla Cross, I actually thought it was a Toyota RAV4, literally. But that's because they look so alike. And Toyota, and just like other Japanese car manufacturers, they grew from crossover SUVs. They saw success because of crossover SUVs. But this time, Toyota has taken it to a new level where it's no longer about big SUVs that were always family friendly. Now, here in the EU market, it's also about city friendly crossover SUVs, and that are rather economic as well. Toyota Corolla Cross costs 38,000 euros. Is this good value for money or not? We'll find out in a moment, guys, but let me tell you all something very important. Toyota expanded in the EU market thanks to being good value for money and reliable compared to European competitors, guys. And it's the same story in the North American market. In fact, they saw success thanks to this value of theirs. Good value for money and reliability. Do they have it today, though? Does it still stick with them? We'll find out in a moment, guys. Over here is a 2-liter hybrid petrol engine, guys. Reliable, and you get a 5-year Toyota warranty, which is just as reliable as the reliability of this Toyota itself, guys.
Now, I see some advantages with this 2-liter engine for the Toyota Corolla Cross. The advantages I see is that it has enough power, and it's a good punch for the highway. Good fuel economy for the highway and for the city, guys. And the hybrid technology will be very beneficial for the city. But the disadvantage I see is that for a car of this size and segment, 2 liters seems a bit too much, because in today's generation, European competitors tend to offer 1.5 or 1.8 at the maximum, or 1.2 even. Here, guys, the exterior of the Toyota Corolla Cross. Now, first of all, I want to tell you all, this looks really interesting. Toyota has adopted the same theme as the Toyota Hilux. I know the facelifted version of the Hilux has the exact same front, but then also it looks like a combination of what they did with the Yaris. They have this angry-looking headlight, this design right here, guys, that goes downwards here, and then you get this sort of round-edged front. There's some reference I see to the RAV4. Another thing I want to remark is that to some extent it also reminds me of the Toyota Highlander. Like, if you look at it at the front, like just stare at it from this angle, and you will think of the Toyota Highlander, but a small version of it. Now, there's something a bit ironic I noticed. I do not see any relevance with the Corolla model itself. Like, I've been looking around the exterior, and I couldn't really spot any reference to the Toyota Corolla, which is interesting, because I look at the front, the headlights look like Yaris more than the Corolla itself, so I'm just curious why call it Corolla. But otherwise I see, but otherwise if we look at the side view of the Toyota Corolla Cross, we see a strong resemblance to the RAV4. As we approach the rear gets even more interesting. It's I don't know if it's just me, but it reminds me of a Toyota model from the 2010s. I'm not sure what model it is, guys. I'm trying to think very carefully, but this looks like a classic Toyota model. If you look at the rear design, especially with those lights in this position. I'm thinking of the Toyota Avensis. I think it's a reference to the Toyota Avensis. Interesting. It actually reminds me of something Toyota offered with the Avensis and with the Corolla models. It looks, I think the wheel is like the only thing that looks like the Corolla thing. So it's quite nice. The way it's designed, now it's usually shiny alloy on top with some gray alloy inside. Quite nice. 5-spoke hard plastic, guys. Good for long terms. It protects the body paint from wears. You get parking sensors at the front and at the rear, and you also get rear view parking cameras, guys. And in addition to this, you also get keyless entry, but the keyless entry is only at the front doors, guys. It's not at the rear door. I also noticed some problems, guys, and I'm going to point them out right now. The first problem is that for a price of 38,000 euros for a crossover SUV of this segment, you do not get a 360-degree parking camera. But then also another thing I'd like to point out is that the grille is not really complete. The intakes are right here at the bottom, if you look carefully. But the top half of the grille is not an air intake, it's just hard plastic that has no purpose, guys. I don't know what it is about Toyota doors, but they always like to have this whole thing move, and I've noticed this with Lexus as well. So basically, like this whole thing moves whenever you open the door. I think it would be better if it was only, if it was cut here and only this part moves and this part remains. The part that's going to really surprise me, hopefully. Let's check out the interior. But already I'm greeted with something gorgeous and questionable. The first question is that I don't know what is it with Toyota, but they are obsessed with alarms. I noticed this with the Toyota Mirai, and I also noticed this with Lexus. They love alarms. Every time I open the door, an alarm blinks. It's good to be informed. It's good to be, spoken with that, hey, welcome inside. But then at the same time, do you really need to be reminded this every time? You all be the judge. Whether it's questionable or not, you all be the judge. Sometimes it's always good to have people on the lookout for you. Now, first of all, presentation of this interior, I see it's all gray and it's all black. At least you get some nice trims right here. The seat looks nice. It's a fabric, but it is durable, especially for long terms, guys. And this is good because this means that this Toyota will uphold its values. There's no way that it will lose value, guys. This will endure. And then also the seating adjustment. Now, judging by this button right here, I believe this would be your lumbar support. The lumbar support is electric, but otherwise, the rest of the seating adjustment is manual. Let's just take a moment and admire this interior, guys. It is amazing. Well done, Toyota. Well done. Well, what I like about this interior is that it's actually more engaging. Like, there's something just a bit more lively about it. Now, the only thing I would have thought of is more colors, guys. Like, maybe it would be more interesting to have this in orange, or maybe in white leather, or perhaps in red leather, or something, A bit more experiment should have been done, or something more interesting. But Toyota just decided to remain a bit too humble about it. Interior of this Toyota Corolla Cross, guys, lovely. So you get a touch of piano black over here and over here, guys, and the piano black is also present here, but then it's nowhere to be seen elsewhere in this interior. It's not on the steering wheel where it should be. I think it would be nice to have some piano black right here and some piano black right here, guys, but Toyota decided it's not necessary. But on the bright side, you do get a touch of some silver material right here, right there, and as well on the door. Now, something about the design of this interior looks really interesting. In fact, this part of the interior looks like a direct reference to the previous generation Toyota RAV4. Here is your infotainment system, air vents right here, guys, climate control right here, and you get heated front seats. Wow, that is a must. And also you get USB points right here, heated steering wheel right here. Way to go, Toyota. This is the first time I've seen Toyota be more organized with the interior. Toyota has a thing for random locations of equipment, alright? They tend to put buttons at random places, but this time, this interior seems more organized. Well done, Toyota. Well done. And start-stop button right here. This is so cute. It's like a computer. And then you get some driving modes right here. Automatic transmission. Now, the way the transmission is, it's quite nice. This is like a Toyota design, but one thing that should be remarked, guys, is that Toyota tends to be very, very humble about their designs. So it looks dull. It looks like something not very interesting, but they really endure through time. Like after 10 years, this car will uphold its value and you will probably mistake it for it being brand new. Digital instrument cluster, guys. Lovely steering wheel, guys. Now, quite a lot of plastic on the steering wheel. Now this the steering wheel feels you get a leather wrapped steering wheel, but it's the leather is not very squidgy, guys, but feels good, and it is heated after all. Center door lock right here, window controls right here, and you get mirror controls right there. Now that is amazing, and you get another door lock right here. Look at this, guys. You get a panoramic roof, guys. Want to go for a drive in nature? Go right ahead and do so. Now, it is not enough to have a stylish interior, guys, or something cool, especially for Toyota. Toyota did an amazing job with the interior, guys. Well, way to go, Toyota. But now we have to cover the important topic of practicality. Already, first practicality solution I love is this deep storage right here for your telephone, wireless recharge, which you can also use for some storage anyways. 2 cup holders of fixed sizes, and it's in plastic. Yeah, but they are fixed sizes, guys, so you have to be very careful, and there's a big gap right here. The 12-volt socket right here. Now, that's an advantage, but the only problem I've noticed is that it's quite shallow, guys. Yeah, the central console storage is very shallow, especially for a crossover SUV of this price and segment. Alright, guys, glove box. Now, glove box is average for its price and segment, well, for crossover SUV especially. No surprises here. Now let's see if the door bin is nice. Again, alarm. I just opened the door and there's always an alarm. Oh, the door bin is... Okay, this is very alarming, guys. I cannot fit a big water bottle in there and it's not very deep. It stops like until here and the rest of the door has no purpose. You get the hood latch right here and you get your fuel cap latch right here. Just exploring the interior of the Toyota Corolla Cross, I also noticed some problems, guys. The first problem I'd like to remark is those fake stitchings right here. Why would you need stitches right here when it's just squidgy plastic? And then also right here you get hard plastic and the stitches are right there for some reason. I don't know what's their purpose. You get empty slots right here to remind you that you did not ask for extra options. Come on, Toyota, really? Do I need to be reminded of that? Price of 38,000 euros. Reliability and durability is certainly present in this interior. It is built to last, alright? With the hard plastic and everything. But when it comes to value for money, yeah, you do see the equipment, but practicality is a letdown, alright? Like, for instance, the center console storage was small, the door bin was small, those two cup holders, I mean... Competitors tend to offer flexible solutions right here, and Toyota just did it as if it's an afterthought. That glove box was average. So it seems like practicality was Toyota's last of priorities, and it's not really surprising. I've seen this also with other Toyota models. But speaking of practicality, you do not get a storage up here for sunglasses or anything. Whereas other competitors tend to offer a solution over here. I'd like to remark, guys, is this door handle. Like, usually door handles of Toyota tend to be better quality or something, or they use chrome. But something about this Corolla Cross, it's plastic and it's too light. Now, another problem I'd like to remark is rather something hilarious, okay? Whoever designed this part must have worked for Lexus because it looks really nicely decorated. Whoever designed this part must have worked for Daihatsu or something, because look at this. It's just all hard plastic, guys. And then over here, it's even worse. It's all hard plastic only. No chrome, nothing, no silver. The silver trim is right here, but that's it. Now it is time to explore the rear seats of the Toyota Corolla Cross, everyone. Well, what a pleasant surprise, guys. I don't know if it's just me, but the rear seats seem somewhat better than the front seats. And here's why. Okay, first of all, lots of legroom, but the legroom is limited. So you do get legroom extra in the middle, but you do not get any on the side here, guys. It's obstructed right here and right there, so it's a bit limited. Knee room is plentiful though, and it is quite cozy because you do get fabric seats, so it's not hard plastic. So if your knee hits the seat, you'll be fine. You'll feel comfortable. Now, headroom is good. I have enough headroom, despite the panoramic roof, and the headrest is rather cozy. It's good. It's not very soft, but it's something you can lean onto. Now look what we get over here, guys. An armrest. But you do not get a strap to pull it down, so we're gonna do it the old school way. We just have to force it down. There we go. Nice armrest with two cup holders of fixed sizes, guys. Well, I wasn't really expecting much, but at least Toyota had the courtesy to offer an armrest for this Corolla Cross. I love it, guys. Now, I have a very good feeling that this was intended for the North American market, because here's the secret. Here in the EU market, we do not care about cup holders almost. This Toyota Corolla Cross is the first ever crossover SUV to have 4 cup holders for the rear seats, guys. Because you want to know where the other cup holders are? They're just right here, guys. You get a cup holder right there. Toyota, what were you thinking? Have you decided to be too nice to the rear seat passengers? Oh, I know! This car is meant for a chauffeur to drive me around. Speaking of cup holders, we have just touched the topic of practicality solutions. Alright, so, something interesting, and this is not the first time Toyota did it. I also noticed this with the Yaris. Toyota has one rear seat pocket here, but no rear seat pocket here. I do not know why Toyota does this, but I'm assuming it's because of the technology for the lumbar support of the driver. Anyways, door bin now. Wait, what? Guys, I noticed something very alarming. On the bright side, you do get a cup holder here, but on the problematic side, there's no door bin at all. That is alarming. Nice handle right here, coat hook right here, And Beacon of Hope, where are you? Oh, Beacon of Hope is right here. 2 USB points down here, and you get nice air vents right here. It is time to cover the boot space. The practicality solutions so far have been a bit alarming, but let's see if the boot space has what it takes to make up for it. Alrighty guys, the boot space of the Toyota Corolla Cross. Now, first thing is that the door is manual. You do not have any electric door button. Now, most competitors of this price and segment don't really offer electric doors, so it's not really something to question. It's something individual for every manufacturer. Some manufacturers offer it, but it's very rare this happens. Anyways, so boot space of the Toyota Corolla Cross. I'm sure this boot floor is adjustable. You get nice LED right here. Now, the quality of this LED is amazing. It's like being in a stadium, guys. Wonderful. And you get hooks right here that can hold maximum 2 kilograms. Well, it's marked right here, maximum 2 kilograms. Nice details right here. Boot space, guys, you get a shallow storage right here. I wonder what that could be used for. And then you get tether points right here. Right there, and right here, guys. And an extra space on the side for storage. But you do not get a 12-volt socket in the boot space either. Okay, it seems like practicality was certainly a last priority for this Corolla Cross.
So here's my conclusion of the Toyota Corolla Cross, everyone. This is just a new page of the chapter, guys. This Toyota Corolla Cross is a new competitor in the crossover SUV segment. It can be boring in the sense of the fact that the crossover SUV segment is becoming saturated in today's generation. Now, I'm under the impression Toyota has gone very stylish for the exterior and the interior, but the interior and exterior have a rather evolutionary style to them. For a second, I actually confused this for a RAV4, and then from certain angles, you see references to multiple Toyota models, like the Yaris, the Highlander, and everything. On the bright side, it is Toyota's identity. This is the first time Toyota does not look over to European competitors for inspiration. Well done, Toyota. But on the problematic side, it seems as if Toyota kind of rushed. For a price of 38,000 euros, is this Toyota Corolla Cross good value for money or not? Here's the balance, guys. On the positive side, you do get equipment. You get a lot of good equipment. You get the hybrid technology, which means economic values. There were some things missing. Now, speaking of missing equipment and missing aspects, practicality solutions were quite alarming. You do not get a door bin for the rear. It seems as if practicality solutions of this Toyota Corolla Cross were an afterthought. They were not really thought through very well. They were not very interesting, or they were not also spacious compared to competitors. The big picture I've noticed about this Toyota Corolla Cross, guys, is that I'm under the impression Toyota rushed for competition's sakes. So I have to say it is good value for money. It is not the best, guys, but it does have an unquestionable advantage. It is built to last. The hard plastic throughout the interior, the fabric seats, guys, it may look unappealing at first glance, but after 10 years, you will be nodding to yourselves thinking, wow, what a great investment, guys. Would you like my humble opinion of this Toyota Corolla Cross? Oh, I love it. I love this Toyota Corolla Cross, guys. It's an amazing alternative to full-sized SUVs, guys. Yes, it sure is not very practical, but it still can be family friendly, and it is built to last. It is true that there were some equipment missing. It is true that problems were there. I am very optimistic that Toyota will improve and evolve. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos that are on the run. And don't forget to check the links in the description for my car reviews, travel videos, and my creativity videos. I'll see you all next time.